All right, so we're here with Dudley. Dudley has resource guarded in the past, so we placed him at the raw bone here. We left him for 15 minutes. As you can see, he's anxious. And I have him on a tether here. Now this tether gives him a little bit of wiggle room, but I do have this sleeve here. If I was concerned like he was gonna be a really, really bad resource guarder, I would have my bite suit on. I don't really pick that up from Dudley, at least not here. So when I go to touch him, right? Good. You can see some flinching here. So there is tension, okay? Now it's possible that Dudley is unsure of the sleeve because when I initially approached him before we filmed this, he did hop off of the object. But the reason why we do this is to see if he'll trigger into resource guarding, okay? A little stress shake here. So even though he's not actively engaging with the object, it's still possible that he could resource guard. But this is why we have tools like this. This allows me to make contact with the dog, and even if he attacked, this protects me. If I had a concern that he would bypass the sleeve and actively go towards me, then I'd want to wear my bite suit. Or at least my bite pants, so if he goes for my legs, I'm still protected. And then the tether, of course, here limits how far he can go. He still has a pretty good range. He could come off approximately 2 to 3 feet out this way, but then I at least know if I have to step back or anything, at some point he's gonna not be able to go for me anymore, okay? So here, potential reason for not resource guarding is one, he's out of his element. He's not at home where he feels more comfortable, where he feels he can be more of a bully. This is his third day, so he's had 3 days of structure and consequence discipline. So that he's like, all right, this place actually will hold me accountable, will correct me if I'm out of line, so on and so forth, because we've had to correct him from barking. So that also changes how the dog thinks, because like, well, if I can't even bark here, I'm not even gonna try to be a bully and like guard my food or guard my milk bones, in this case, guard a raw bone. So when I get my really bad resource guarding cases, those dogs will guard no matter what. And it's very easy to provoke the problem. When I get dogs that I think that are just insecure bullies, a lot of times just the structure and discipline alone will help address the issue. Again, we're not his home setting. This is gonna be different for the owners, because the owners have to make sure that they follow through with everything. Otherwise, Dudley would still feel empowered to guard things that he feel like that are his. All right, so little sneak peek into how we would try to push resource guarding. I'm Jesse with Canine Perspective. Thank you for watching.